Hello, hello! Ignis Terravan here. And getting back into World of Warcraft Classic. And this time around, I am playing as a druid. Now, although I'd like to read all the quests,
I've been expecting you. Be careful.
I do want to get to the... Ooh, excuse me. I do want to get to the late game content for Classic currently, which is Wrath of the Lich King. And I do want to see all of the content that there is for a druid, because they do have a special quest line later on, and special zones and the like. And I do like that aspect. But with the newer game, it kind of gets, well, the latest version of World of Warcraft, it sort of inhibits you a bit from doing that. Which is unfortunate. Feels like you always skip a couple steps in the newer one. Well, the newest version of World of Warcraft. So, in my personal opinion, they need to clean up their quest route. Because all of a sudden, I'm doing Legion content and I haven't been able to fly yet. Ooh, bag. Since getting back on this game, they did make a disclaimer about being a positive influence on the community and all that stuff, and I welcome that, because for every single time I go into a dungeon, there's at least that one person that just ruins it for me. And that same thing goes for PvP content. Typically, I am the MMO player that prefers open world content and questing, and the occasional dungeon. And I have noticed within this version of the game, it doesn't pick up all the stats. Well, the stat completely.
Friend. May the eternal sun shine on thee.
I am playing on a full server, so hopefully I can start getting groups. Be a little bit more involved. It is an MMO after all. It would be nice to have people to actually play with instead of just randomly come across. Although, randomly coming across people is nice. And if this goes well, I may decide to go on a dedicated PvP route in this game. Just sort of as a challenge to myself. Not necessarily to beat other people, but to be better than I was yesterday. That sort of thing.
Greetings.
And I do like this
How may I aid
starting out as a Tauren, just for the mere fact that it is a great zone for herbalists. Well, before Cataclysm comes, then it starts to get a little bit interesting.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee. What brings you here?
Wild.
Go in peace.
I forgot that was a thing.
Hail. Walk with the Earth Mother.
Directly south of... Okay. And the thing about Classic World of Warcraft, you do need to read some of these missions. I do have a decent idea for the starting areas, and a little bit of the mid-game. So I should be quick with these. Okay, there's the cougars. Well, a cougar. No, multiple cougars. And I did try the latest update for World of Warcraft, the most current one for public. And I do like how they cleaned up everything. It's a little bit confusing though, as I stated previously, that the whole thing about with the quest line kind of getting mixed up a bit. Because I think Druid is the only one really that has a quest line linked to the class itself right now. In Classic, there are quests to every single class on getting abilities, a little bit extra lore, and storytelling. And some of them are really nice, like the Blood Elf Paladin route. I did like that one. And of course, Druid. All of them kind of go together at some point. And sorry if I get lost in train of thought. It's kind of how my brain is at times. Sometimes I just get lost in thought. But yes, when it comes down to the starting zone for the Turin, it is the most relaxing for me compared to others. There are the Blood Elves, which are pretty much my favorite race to play as in the game. So yeah. That one is fairly easy to level up in. My record on getting to level 10 is roughly an hour within that zone. And I do intend on visiting all the other zones. I do want to sort of do a completionist run, as completionist as I can get in Classic. Just so that I I feel as if I have, quote-unquote, beaten the game. Because I jumped in here and there at parts. The last time that I've played consecutively, besides last time, was around Cataclysm. Well, right before Cataclysm. Right before that came out. So, Classic as it is right now is where I've had the most experience playing the game. So I hope to keep up with Classic until it gets up to modern release. Oh, just about back. Should probably try finding them. Probably going to be down here. Yep. Heading east. And when it comes down to druids, I do like the balance tree, because you get a moonkin. And I do like worgans, but they are alliance.
I'm out of range.
Granted, first side that I was on when I first started playing the game as a kid was the Alliance, because I like Night Elves. Although I do think the one thing that pushed me out of it was the fact that within every single game, most people like to go on the side of the quote-unquote good guys, even if they are complete jerkwads. And that's putting things politely.
I need to get closer.
Just because you think you are on the virtuous side doesn't mean that side is virtuous. And that side, if it is virtuous, doesn't make that individual virtuous. If that makes sense. Bags are almost full. And I'm sure that I'm probably not supposed to be killing the battle boars, but the bristlebacks. I just sort of got lost in thought and just started to slay. There might be another quest or two involving going into here, but I don't mind going back in. I am going to be doing several cuts to this, in parts where I lose things to say. And I do hope that I am entertaining, at least to some people out there. They're not all combined anymore. I was playing earlier just to sort of get a foothold of what's going on in the current game. And it is nice what they've done. It's just, it's not quite integrated as well as I would like for all the old content with the new content, or newer content. Oh, someone's here. I'm not alone!
Yes!
Ah, there's Shaman.
I'm out of range.
Well, I think Legion and the Lich King are pretty much the ones that I have the most experience in. I am probably going to be just killing things here until my inventory is full. And within the current iteration of Classic, trolls cannot be druids. Otherwise, I think I would have been a troll for the EXP bonus that they get for killing beasts.
I need to get closer. First.
And of course, all money's good money.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, I'm just going to wrap up this quest and probably going to jump to when I go to turn the stuff in and sell off everything in my inventory. Oh wait, there's a quest in here. I'll fight to the quest, see what it is. If I find anything that's actually of value, I'll pick it up. And of course, I do hope that these guys do drop me a couple bags while I'm here. Because I do not have an avatar on this server for making me some bags. Of course, there's always the auction house, but they can get fairly expensive. Especially some really good bags. Bags that'll last you to end game. Also, one interesting thing about the Torn is, lore-wise, they are much, much bigger than they are represented in this, within the MMO. but they needed to make
I can't carry
so that
anymore.
people were okay. Tusks are worth a little bit more.
Inventory is full.
We'll start collecting tusks. But yeah, they are much bigger in the lore than they are represented in the MMO.
I can't
In fact,
carry anymore.
when they added warriors being able to dual wield two-handed swords, well, two-handed weapons, I wanted to make a Doran within the lore-friendly sort of build within that. Okay, request to return back to the camp. Will Hawkman, Chief, and Chief. One interesting thing I've noticed within the latest release of World of Warcraft is that mana is almost never a problem, especially early game.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, I see. It takes from the top down. That's how it's doing the inventory. But yes,
It's too far away.
that is the thing with, like, I can play as a priest, a warlock, or a mage, use up my mana up really quick within Classic, where it has to be rationed at times, where you have to think about what you're doing. Within the later game, within the current release, you sort of get away with not doing this, especially for a very long time.
Inventory is full.
And what does that really teach the player? Right? Like, what does it teach the player? You can look into the game, different talent trees, all that sort of different stuff, and try optimizing the build, but player skill that is involved in this game, yes, I'm using that word within this game,
I can't
comes
carry
to
anymore.
when to
Inventory is
use abilities. Like, I don't have quite a good set rotation when it comes to druids or shamans. I would like to, though. Part of the reason why I like to play as a druid is because I want to learn that a little better. Also, I do like the
can't
idea of
carry anymore.
shape-shifting and all that stuff.
Inventory is full.
Hmm. Anyways, I'll meet you back at the village.
I can't carry anymore.
And I am back at the village.
Well met.
Oh, I need to head back there.
Farewell.
Oh well, the unit's a little bit more lovely. And this time with more abilities.
Well met. Go in peace. Well met.
For now, I'm just gonna go staff.
We shall meet again. Greetings.
And I can't use shield, so never mind.
May the
Need to
eternal
find
sun
a trainer for that
shine.
if I'm able to. Anyways, on my way back. Started going back to the whole quest sort of thing. With how it is a mess within the current iteration of the game. I do enjoy having a questing hub, and that's where you get all your quests for that area. Instead of having a jumbled mess of, like, jumping storylines. I'm sure that there is some way of organizing all of that, but it's not really the greatest thing for a new player. Granted, I am a returning player, but not the greatest thing for a player who doesn't know the stories. And I do wish I had more friends who played this game. There he is. Well, let me take care of everyone on the side real quick. More or less out of course, a habit. They're yellow, I don't really need to. And getting ready. Getting ready for this fight. We're ready. Now, I think the shaman joins in, but not him. I can be wrong, and they could be not linked together, but... oh well. And one of the easiest fights in the game. Now all that I have to do now is just the pigs. The battle boars. And then I am done with the king, I believe.
Target.
Alright, back to the village. Oh, the camp. I'm going to just turn in the quest.
What brings you here? Be careful.
How may I aid you?
Ooh, better gloves.
Winds be at your back.
Piece. And... Right, so the Earth Mother is going to be in Bloodhoof. I'm going to tackle that for next episode. Bloodhoof will be next episode. I do hope that you did enjoy the starting zone for the Turin, the introductory missions. I do hope to make this more of a regular thing, especially on YouTube. Have a great night, everyone, or day, whenever you're watching this, and take care of yourselves. Until next time. Bye-bye.